What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. So the Battlefield 6 reveal trailer came out yesterday, and it's pretty darn good. Honestly, this has me pretty hyped for the game. It did exactly what it's supposed to do, which is to provide some hope, some optimism, and get you excited for what's to come. And I know we're going to find out more from the game next week when they do their massive multiplayer reveal, and I'm looking forward to that. But I do have to remind myself, regardless of how optimistic I am, regardless of how hopeful I am, this is still EA at the end of the day, and they are really good at dressing up a pig in lipstick and selling it as if it's not a pig with lipstick. But man, maybe this time's different, right? Right? Like, can this time be the time where it's actually a good game? Where we finally see the full potential of EA and DICE be realized, and the community gets the game that we've been waiting for far too long? Like, come on. This has to be the time, right? This is the game. I feel like it's the last chance for EA and DICE. You can't keep trying to get everyone's hopes up only to fall short time and time again. You run out of chances at some point. So this has to be it. So with that in mind, I do have to remind people, regardless of how excited you are for this game, regardless of your hope and optimism, don't pre-order it. Don't go throwing your money at EA and DICE before we even see real gameplay. Because as good as the reveal trailer is, it's not gameplay. It's pre-rendered video that might not even be in-game engine footage. So don't get too excited. And I already know that this is an initiative that a lot of Battlefield community members are running. Every single post is just like a reminder, do not pre-order. And I think it's extremely healthy for us to have that relationship with EA. I know EA wants you to pre-order Battlefield 6. They're desperate for it. But you have to have some self-control here. Have to wait and see what Battlefield is going to do. Because like I say so much with gaming in general, actions speak louder than words. And a lot of what we've seen so far is just words. It's just marketing. There's been nothing followed through on yet. So if we get a chance to play a beta in the coming weeks, that's going to be our first real test to see if Battlefield 6 is ready. If it's going to be the game that we're hoping it can be. What we're wishing it to be. And subsequently, when the game fully launches, that's going to be another test to see if, yes, Battlefield is on the right track. Because that has been something that has held them back time and time again. I always think back to Battlefield 3 and 4 and how messy those launches were. And I believe 2042 had a similar situation. So Battlefield 6 has to nail their launch. They can say and do everything they want leading up to it, but if they fall short when it comes to their launch, it's going to be catastrophic. It's going to be something that's going to be really hard for them to come back from. And this is why I am urging people not to pre-order, not to reward EA because they were able to please your eyes with a good reveal trailer, or because they're going to say the right things during the multiplayer reveal next week. Like right now, the game is in a perfect state because we don't have our hands on it. They're not impressing us with their actions. All they're able to do right now is provide marketing for it. And everything sounds better when it's being marketed to you. But it's when you actually get to try the product when you can determine whether or not it's actually worth its price or worth its value in any way, shape, or form. So I just want to make sure that I remind people of that. But still, with all of that being said, this is a fantastic reveal trailer. I will give them all the credit that they are due here. They've done a great job to really drum up some real hype, some real hope, some real attention. This is a fantastic trailer. I don't think it's on the same level as Battlefield 1 because there was a lot of other stuff going on within the community at the time, but I would say it's pretty darn good. It's got me excited, and many others. I mean, who doesn't love a good helicopter crash? I think this trailer had like 25 of them. And that may feel over the top for some, but that is exactly what I want out of Battlefield. Be over the top. Lean into it. Let's go. Let's have some fun here. Just make sure we keep the overall identity of Battlefield intact. And I already have seen some of the YouTube comments calling for that grounded feel of Battlefield. Don't go the way of Call of Duty with the cosmetics. Stick to your identity. Stick to what works. And honestly, it feels like that's what they're going to do with this trailer. Could change. They could change course within the first couple months. But there is a lot of hope right now. There is a lot of optimism, and it's really nice to see. It feels like we are going back to those Battlefield 1 days where Battlefield is actually going down a different path, which is something that was desperately needed when Battlefield 1 came out. Everybody was going futuristic. They were going for optimized movement, and Battlefield 1's like, hey, we're going to go back to World War 1 and we're going to have literal horseback fights. And it worked. It was great. It was well received. That trailer is still unbelievable even in today's standards. So hopefully Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 6, can do the same. Go down that similar path of trying something different, going against the trend of what's happening in the gaming community right now, and capitalize on a community that might feel alienated by their current favorite game. Or feel like they don't have a favorite game anymore because it got shut down or got sent back to beta, whatever it might be. There is a real opportunity here. An opportunity to not just be different, not just to recapture what Battlefield might have lost over the last few years, but to actually deliver on what they've promised. And if they're able to do that, you have my full support. I want to fully dive into a game and give it my full support because the developers have put so much energy, time, and passion into it. If this is just a glimpse behind the curtain, I'm excited. I want more. And that's exactly what this reveal trailer did. It's giving me this feeling of I want more. I need more Battlefield in my life right now. And I'm just going to be waiting for the next week to see what we get in the multiplayer reveal. And from everything else I've seen gameplay-wise, from the alphas and the Battlefield lab tests, there's a lot of promise here. Again, we keep coming back to the same point that I've made time and again in this video, but it's up to EA and DICE. The ball is in their court. They have everybody waiting on them to make the right decisions here, to capitalize on the moment. So please don't let us down. Please do not fumble the ball here. You have such a golden opportunity, and to waste it and to disappoint this player base would just be such a disservice to everyone. I think Battlefield could be truly great. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want. So let's hope to see it. So those are my thoughts on the Battlefield 6 reveal trailer. I do want to just remind you once again at the end of this video to not pre-order the game, despite how good it looks. Just reserve that pre-order for a little bit later. Have some self-control. Wait to see what the multiplayer reveal brings. So that's it on this video. Love to hear your thoughts regarding the Battlefield 6 reveal trailer. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.